the right bitch. No lefty, walk in my truth, don't fuck with my 17 crawl for you walk, run it, catch me, got a sharp tongue, spit it, machete, mean beat, but a nigga never slept me, watch your mouth, unless you wanna catch these, mic check, testing,
What?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I apologize. I apologize for my tardiness, honey. I was trying to get it together. It was so many stories, so many things to talk about that I had to pick my poison. I had to figure out what we was going to play with, what we was going to talk about, and what we was going to let fly, save for another day, wait for an update, blah, 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 whatever. I just want y'all to know that I wasn't out here lollygagging, honey, on y'all time, knowing that y'all was waiting for me to come through. Baby, I'm here for you, darling. I'm here for you, honey. Child, I'm doing 2 live streams tonight, y'all. We're going to do this one first, pop culture, current events, politics, pretty much the news. And the next live stream, when I come back, I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to come back, and then we're going to talk ballroom team. We're going to get into the teams. Honey, we're going to get into the ballroom teams, honey, okay? All right, stick around. Guys, gals, and guests, honey, yes, honey. Child, I don't know what's going on, if the heat is getting to these niggas or what, but it's a mess, honey. Okay. My God, today. Why did I see this getting on the internet today? Honey, this woman, Driyah, I don't know if she's Driyah Sheets, honey. I don't know if she's a spin dryer. I don't know if she's a front load dryer or what, but her name is Driyah. Driyah says, the comments under the original post did not disappoint. Women do not have Adonis belts, not biological women. Driyah is trying to say that Teyana Taylor is not a cisgender woman. As Driyah puts it, Teyana Taylor is not a biological woman because she has an Adonis belt, aka because Teyana Taylor is muscular. She's trying to say that she's not a cisgender woman. Anyway, she says, women do not have Adonis belts, not biological women. Goggle will show you. Yep, she said goggle. Yep. When you can't even spell Google, you already know what you're getting into, don't you? Goggle will show you all these pictures, and all the women you see on those images are biological men. No matter how hard we train our abs, we will not have a torso structure like this. It's not a female torso. Wake up, people. It's a man. I'm trying to help y'all men out here. Anatomy doesn't lie, and your penis is standing up for a man. Hope this helps. Another real woman. Hope this helps. Another thing, before you try to say I'm hating, I have abs and I'm a real woman. So try again. If you can't tell the difference between a male torso and a woman torso, you lost and blind. Anatomy class in session. Driyah, I got the feeling that nobody is paying you to teach anatomy. I got the feeling that nobody is paying you to teach a damn thing because you are so damn stupid. Driyah. Honey, when is it that cisgender women could not have abs? When is it that cis females, biological people born with vaginas, when was it that people born with vaginas couldn't get abs, couldn't get a six-pack? Just because you couldn't get it, Driyah, doesn't mean that it can't be gotten. Just because you and your homegirls don't have that muscle tone set up, don't mean that it's not set up in somebody else. Driyah, first of all, you jumped all the way to it's a man. You didn't consider the fact that maybe this photo could be photoshopped. Honey, you didn't consider the fact maybe she got makeup on her body to make her muscles look more defined. All of these things are commonly things that people do in Hollywood. They commonly Photoshop pictures. They commonly, wear makeup and various aesthetic tricks to play with the eye to make themselves look more fit, look more thin, look more conventionally attractive, right? Driyah didn't think to consider any of that. Mind you, this woman has pushed out more than one baby out of her vaginal canal. This woman has a womb. So how is she not biological? See, this is the type of foolishness y'all deal with when y'all walk around saying stuff about trans people and hating on trans women for no reason and being transphobic and trying to accuse cisgender women of being trans. Y'all sound just as stupid as Driyah looks. Yep, I just want you to know. I just want you to know it sounds stupid and it looks stupid. She's not trying to help nobody else. She's being transphobic and stupid all at the same time, honey. Driyah Boss. She says her name is. Child, she from East St. Louis. She said, honey, East St. Louis, baby, I'm going to need y'all to start getting some smart people on the line because Driyah got y'all out here looking foolish. Baby. Driyah said that she is a digital creator. Well, we know that we can't trust nothing you post as a digital creator because clearly you don't believe in common sense and you don't know how to do your due diligence. So we can't trust nothing you say, Driyah. Honey. Driyah says she lives in Nevada. Honey, stay there. Driyah is divorced. Surprise. Surprise. He got tired of your ass being dumb too, didn't he? I bet so. I bet so. Driyah. What kills me is when people come online and say the dumbest stuff and then have businesses attached to their name. Be having businesses attached to their profile. Driyah allegedly got a business, the A Goddess Boutique. I don't know why A is front of Goddess, but this is what she claims she owns. A Goddess Boutique styled by Driyah. She says she's a public speaker as well. Honey, all that I've seen her say publicly thus far is making me not want to hear nothing else she has to say. Baby, because I don't like people sitting up playing in my intelligence. I don't like people sitting up trying to think that I'm as stupid as they are. Stupid people aren't here to teach us. Stupid people are here to look pretty. And Driyah, I'm not sure if you even doing that, but to each his own. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. For me, the personality didn't already kill whatever you look like. But I wanted to check out your business since you claim that you've been running a Goddess Boutique for 10 years and 5 months. Honey. Well, honey, why is the page not available? Driyah. Why is your link to your business not available, Driyah? We can't trust your word, honey. We can't trust your business. We can't trust the boutique. We can't trust links on your page. Driyah, the only thing that I'm trusted thus far is that you are genuinely divorced. And I'm sure that your ex-spouse is genuinely happier now that you're not there. They should be, honey. Driyah said that she been running a Goddess Boutique for 10 years and 5 months, but somehow in March 2025, it was still coming soon. And still has yet to come soon. Honey, maybe a Goddess Boutique is coming of age. Child, honey, very she by Sheree. Honey, winter fall joggers, honey. Driyah. In the future, when you say stupid stuff on the internet, make sure that all of your businesses or alleged businesses or beginning businesses or whatever you call in the Goddess Boutique, make sure that you unlink that. It's not good business. You know, I'm here for Black business. I'm here for small business. I'm here for entrepreneurship. And so I'm going to give you a lesson. Yep, you said anatomy class was in session. Well, Common Sense 101 is in session now, Driyah. When you say stupid stuff, make sure it's not attached to your business and your coin. Because, honey, me and my viewers ain't going to never forget a Goddess Boutique. And we ain't never going to forget about you, Driyah. So, honey, this has stained you for the rest of your life. And it will affect your career, honey, because the tranny adjacent and tranny friendly ain't with you. And anybody who likes Teyana Taylor ain't good with you just for being stupid, just for putting slander on her name. Ain't nothing wrong with being trans. If she was trans, honey, that would be good business, baby. I would be here for it. If she was a tranny, I would have been the first to tell you, Driyah. Fool. So damn stupid. Ain't nothing wrong with being trans, but the fact that you lying on this woman and ain't got enough common sense to backtrack, retract, let people know you was joking or something proves that you really believe this and you're really stupid. Yes, honey. Dumbest press on nails, ain't she? Child, get somebody else to do it, Driyah. Get somebody else to run your business because you have failed it. Absolutely. The legacy is lost. The legacy is lost, Driyah. The legacy is lost. And taste must be lost over there with you too, Driyah. Because this is ugly. Is this supposed to be from a goddess boutique? Honey, it don't look like a goddess wore that. It looked like that was something made for a troll. Girl, what? And then she got on. My God, today. Do y'all see it for this outfit? I don't see it. I see it. Unfortunately, I see it too well, but I don't want to see it. Y'all buying it? Y'all purchasing from a goddess? Child, I can't do business with nobody stupid because if I can't trust you to understand common sense, I can't trust you with my money. No, I can't trust you with quality. Honey, baby, I'm expecting that if I buy anything from you, girl, it'll be terry cloth and it'll tear up like toilet tissue. That's what I'm expecting because clearly your brain is all tore up. Yeah, it's giving Swiss cheese, girl, because you are stupid. Baby, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Where do they say Teyana Taylor is transgender? Where there's bird brains. Where there's bird brains, people will say stupid like that. Crazy part about it is it's a black woman talking about another black woman and being misogynistic in the process. The whole idea and the notion that black women are masculine or that they look like men or that they look trans, all of that is based in racism, specifically racism towards black women. Misogynoir. A woman looks like a woman. Period. Point blank. Black women having masculine features is subjective. That's some bullshit the colonizer told you. Because we didn't already broke the science down for you over here, honey. And cisgender white women are known to be the most masculine race of women. Aesthetically. Bone structure. But you ain't out here saying Kate Winslet looked like a tranny. You said it was Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor, who is our girl. Honey, you ain't congratulate Teyana Taylor on her awards, her one battle after another, nothing. You just being you. I don't mean no harm. I don't mean no harm, Driyah. But I would think that you was a tranny before I would think that Teyana Taylor. Yes, girl, honey. I would have thought that you was slinging and dinging. I would have thought that you was tucking before I thought Teyana was tucking. Girl, no, you not. Not a curve in sight. And you got a nerve to say that somebody else got a body like a man? Honey. You're giving me a Dollar General great value, Tracy Africa back in the 80s. And that's no disrespect to the icon Tracy Africa. But that is all acknowledgement to you, Driyah. Because you look like Tracy Africa if she never had any hormones. And you going to say somebody else look trans? Ain't you stupid? Dumb. Honey, the call is always coming from inside the house. Honey, with a brick in his throat. Child, honey, Driyah, I recommend that you come on out, Driyah. Driyah, I recommend that you come on out for the return. Know your status ball, the return of the Baltimore Free Ball. Come on out May 30th. Moot gonna be on the mic, honey. I bet you Moot gonna think you a femme queen, honey. I don't think Jack is gonna clock your set neither. Not the way them clavicle bones are set up over there, Driyah. Talk about somebody looking masculine. So damn dumb. If you had any awareness, you would realize that trans people help y'all realize that it's not that much difference between male and female as y'all try and make it out to be. Dumb. And hard. Dumb and hard, that is not a good combination. That is not a good combination, Driyah. Because if you hard, where's the birds going to live? The birds that's in your head, the birds where your brain should be. Where is they going to live if you full of bricks? I don't think birds like to nest in bricks. But clearly they nesting in you. So I've been proven wrong. Honey. Baby. And if you want to prove me wrong, honey, prove me wrong that this skin like glass set don't work. Yes, honey, y'all see it. Y'all see that soul glow. You see how it shines through. Yeah, baby. Honey, shout out to Medicube. I appreciate you, honey. Yep, honey, y'all know that I keep my 0 pore pads on deck. Baby. They gonna be here every time till I run out. And when I run out, guess what I'm gonna be doing? This video is gonna be hitting up Medicube to say send me some more. Yeah, I swear bomb. It's turning me a whole different complexion, baby. We got the smaller skin like glass set in the link in the description. We also have the cleanser in the link in the description. And of course, you have the option of checking out or getting the full skin like glass set available in the link in the description. Again, shout out to Medicube for being trans friendly, for being pro-black, and for supporting the movement over here. I can't even say Fairy P-U-S-S. That's why I be stalling. I be stalling because I can't say it. My own name will get me demonetized, y'all. And that's why I'm saying we got to come up with a new one. Armani said he ain't like none of the ones that I done came up with so far. And Armani likes anything. So if he don't like it, then I know it's trash. So we got to try again, honey. Put some ideas in the chat. Put some ideas in the comment. My goodness. Now it's time to get into the tea. Oh, y'all thought it had already started. No, baby, that was the intro. That was me welcoming you in, honey. Now we got to get into the people's business. Saweetie. Girl, they is calling you to the carpet. They've been calling you for a while.
You got the last interview with Takeoff and Quavo together. By the way, the Migos, just be very clear, is still probably my favorite hip-hop group of this generation because I just loved what they had.
They legends.
But you had the...
And by the way, me, because like we're deeping into a conversation where it seems like me and Offset had beef. Mm-hmm. Like we didn't have beef. Like what it was he asked me for a certain thing that I actually did. I just didn't do it.
You took out the question of whether or not Offset slept with Saweetie.
Absolutely.
You took that question out.
Absolutely.
And you still have that footage.
Absolutely.
And you have the answer.
Absolutely. But I respected man code.
Okay. And took it out.
Absolutely.
Would you sell it?
Nope.
To me?
Nope.
To Cardi?
Nope.
Saweetie, Nori just told Jason Lee that when he asked Offset about had he smashed you, had he broke you down, had he bust you down, had you busted open, had you spread the eagle for Offset, Nori said that when he asked Offset about you, about smashing you on Drink Champs, the response made Offset want the whole question and segment to be out the interview. However, Offset responded to whether or not he smashed you, sweetie, it ended up not being in the interview. And see, this is when it's getting a little fishy and a little skeptical, Saweetie. Because we done already seen and heard Offset respond to being asked about smashing you. And he said, no, it's lies. It's all lies, he said. He said, that ain't true. That's a rumor. Him and Quavo him and Quavo didn't start beefing because he smashed you, sweetie. You wasn't one of the girls on the list of the rap girls. She wasn't one of the girls on the list of the rap girls. They said you wasn't one of the girls on the list, sweetie. So why the hell would it be taking out the interview? And why would he want it taken out the interview? We already heard him say it wasn't true. So we're led to believe that it must have been a different response if he didn't want it in the public, because what would it hurt him saying the same thing? Us hearing him repeat the same thing. Like celebrities always do. Repeat the same damn thing until they think we're stupid enough to have believed it. Sometimes we fall for it. Sometimes we fall for it. Me included. Me included. But sweetie, they out here dragging you, girl, because, you know, the people was believing that Cardi was talking about you when the Breakfast Club had interviewed her. And she was talking about female rappers and girls in her orbit who had slept with her husband.
But there's a song that I said, like, literally hand me flowers in my hand. Because there was this one time I said with a right, I'm like, I feel like you had a problem with me. It was like, no, actually, this is what I actually had a problem with you with. And I'm like, that's what you had a problem with me? This is not something to have a problem about, baby. Like, we could have been talk about it. And this is really minor. Like, are you sure? And it's like, you know what? That was stupid. And then they gave me flowers.
Ooh.
And I was pregnant too with my son. Ooh. Gave me flowers and everything. Then months later, I found out you this nigga. Oh God.
Oh my.
So you gave me flowers. Now you said that I'm pregnant, and then I find out months later that you hoes is crazy. Y'all hoes is crazy. That's how weird and sick bitches are. Like.
Saweetie, they saying that you is the hoe. Saweetie, they is saying that you is the hoe, girl. Baby, honey. And we can't forget what Suki with the good coochie has said about you.
All these hoes sell pussy. All of them. Especially these rap bitches. Like, sweetie, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny or like, sweetie, people will really fuck with you more if you just live in your truth, because a lot of the ghetto girls like me, well, a lot of the girls, black community, everybody, they be trying to get into you, and that the reason why they like double dutch, like they jump in, they jump out, because they don't believe you. So when you be making,
they said you inauthentic. Honey, Suki with the good coochie said that they said that you inauthentic, Saweetie. And she believes it's because you don't want to tell the truth about being a hoe. And we mean it in the truest sense of the word, honey. We mean selling that twatty. Yes, honey, we mean twirling that body. Honey, Sweetie was crying about pretty privilege. Honey. And Sweetie been getting pretty paid, they say. Honey. I don't know if she's like Suki. I don't know if she got the good coochie, honey, but she's pretty and they paying for it. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Honey, Saweetie, your homegirl, your former manager. I don't know if she was managing your music or managing your coochie. But your former manager had even said that your boyfriend or one of your boyfriends, because I don't know if this is still your boyfriend, because, honey, you were just telling YG on stage that you loved him and some more stuff. But anyway, your ex-manager, your homegirl, has said that this is one of your tricks. Yeah. Has said the Spanish boy was one of your tricks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some athlete, I think he's a soccer player or something. Oh. Yeah, honey, Maybach May was posting alleged receipts, honey, too. Honey. She said that the Latino boy still owe her for you, Saweetie, is what Maybach May has said. I'm just telling you what your friend said, honey, but I already know that you had heard it. Honey, yeah, it was posting text messages and stuff, and allegedly the boy Sancho has said, "Hello, Mace. Sorry to disturb you. I've been trying to get hold of Diamante today, and I have had no luck. We get into it yesterday at dinner. Was trying to figure out if you've heard from her at all today. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful with the accent. I really wasn't. But with the misspelling, I wanted y'all to understand that it was Spanglish. You know what I mean? Anyway, child, that's what they have said. That's what your girl has said. Your manager. You remember her, don't you, Saweetie? You remember her, don't you? You remember Saweetie? Honey, she's girl. She said that she was managing the TNA. Girl. That's what she said, Saweetie. That's what I'm just telling you what she said. She also said your boyfriend was a punkish. But he looks punkish. He looks Butch Queen-esque. Yeah. I could see it. Honey. Maybe he'll come out to the Baltimore free ball, honey. Maybe he'll try and walk. I would suggest face, because I think it's a chop for real now. But I don't know, because he don't seem to have the best skin, so it might just be a chop. But anyway, Saweetie, I'm just telling you what the people, I just want you to be informed on what the people on the street is saying about you, girl. You know, I ain't got nothing against nobody home. You know, I ain't got nothing against you out here getting your coin. Use what you got to get what you want. Girl, honey, baby, and if coochie's what you got and that's what you selling, then get your life. I want you to get your entire life, honey, to the great. But I agree with Suki. If you is out here scoring, you know, if you is out here scoring, you know, if you is out here being paid to play, and you want to be a rapper, or you want to be a personality, period, but specifically a rapper. Rapper comes with authenticity. Like, that's a part of being a rapper. And you're going to have to tell the truth about selling the twat. You're going to have to tell the truth if you're going to be successful as a rapper. Cardi told us the truth. Cardi told us about intoxicating niggas and robbing them too. And we still here for it. Honey, we still sticking beside her, sweetie. Maybe that's why her and Quavo is real cool and stuff. And they were saying that, you know, Quavo was coming out of the hotel room and all that, but they was trying to allude that Cardi and Quavo might be seeing each other or messing around or something like that. Child, I personally believe that they have like a brother-sister relationship. I don't think that they necessarily smashing. I don't think that every time a girl and a guy gets closer, they smashing. However, I'm aware that it's possible. Baby, and I wouldn't even counsel her if it turns out to be true. You know, some people are very vengeful and vindictive. I could be one of them, but I'm just not putting my body on the line, me personally, honey. And we all know that rappers come with STDs. So I don't know about that, Cardi. I would really recommend not to do that, to not cross that line. No, I know you one of them girls who, when they go low, you go to hell, but we ain't gotta burn every time. We ain't gotta burn. We don't have to burn on every hill. I swear to God, we don't. Honey, it already seems that your ex-husband is burning on the damn hill of gambling addiction. Child, honey. Y'all know he done allegedly came out. Allegedly, they say allegedly, honey. Out the wheelchair, honey. I don't mean no harm. I'm glad he's fine, but I want him to sit his ass down somewhere. I really do. He needs to sit down, honey. He done spread more pipe across the U.S. than Roto-Rooter, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of him. Honey, Quavo understanding the assignment, but Offset you did. Honey, and your music was cute for a minute, but now you just so trash, honey, that the music ain't good enough for me to ignore the trash. That's just me personally. Cardi, girl, I'm praying. Jesus. Oh, I'm empathetic and sympathetic because you know I'm from the hood too, and I have some hoodish mentality, ways and hoodish things, you know, that I do have done, will do, am doing now. Next topic. We going to the next topic, but we still in the hood. Child, if y'all ain't heard, honey, Ice Spice was fighting. Yes, child, honey. And niggas are much. Yeah, that Ice Spice, orange hair, Ice Spice, honey, in McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's what happened. That girl went upside her head. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Honey, that's what was happening, bitch. Child, look for yourself, honey. Trigger warning, violence. Violence. Trigger warning, violence. That's Ice Spice.
Gas? You ready? Girl. What? Ready for what? Take gas. You take gas? That's what you do, you take gas? Yeah. So go take gas. So you from Cali? So go take gas. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirag. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chirag. Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald. I'm from Wade. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?
Nasty. Violet, better push the white girl. Did y'all catch that? It was a whole lot of, where are you from? Like, the girl just walks up on some, it seemed like the girl had just walked up on some weirdo, you know, some weirdo creepo type. You know what I mean? Child, honey, weirdo scarecrow. Honey. I had to make it rhyme. I had to. The girl come up like the weirdo scarecrow, honey, and where you from? Where you from? So then it sounded like it had started giving, I'm from Wendy's, I'm from McDonald's. Like being sarcastic or something, being stupid or something. Like, child, that's what I'm getting so far. That's what I'm getting so far, but we're gonna let it keep rolling.
No, wait, calm down, calm down. Mama. Let me fight her. Wait. Calm down. On your mama. Let me fight her. Let me fight her. Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch? Calm down. You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch? We get off on anything. Wait. Whoa. Get her ass! No, we just come. Why you trying to fight me?
Oh Lord, she's on the ground.
Hey, don't jump her. Hey, don't push him though. Don't push him because he can't hit you the back.
Oh my God.
Calm down. All right, but calm down.
Baby, they had to remind the white woman. They had to remind the white woman that this was still a Negro function, honey. This was still a Negro majority situation, honey. This was still a hood function, honey. They had to remind the white girl that Ice Spice is light, bright, and almost white, but not quite there. You know what I mean? It's trash. I think it's all trash. I think for the brand that Ice Spice was building, it's steadily falling. It's giving me, and so I creep. Yeah, creeping off the charts. Honey. Child, what top 10 Billboard artist you know is fighting with a girl, and not even no popular girl. This ain't no Instagram model. And girl, this ain't even no influencer. Girl, this ain't nothing you get no clout off of, honey. This ain't Clarissa Shields, honey. Child, see, a part of me is the situation feels so unserious that I'm wondering if it was, like, I feel like it can't be real. Like you really can't be that stupid, can you? And you really can't think that this would have worked, that this would have been the move, could she? Could she have thought that? Ain't she from Dykeman? Ain't she from Dykeman? Ain't she one of the, what is she? Puerto Rican, Colombian, what is she? Ain't she one of the Latina girls from Dykeman? Look like she had a little stance on her. Look like she could defend herself a little bit, but look like she one of the ones that don't want to fight. Like all she gonna do is defend herself. All she gonna do is the bare minimum so that she don't get buried by the end of the tussle. You know what I mean? Honey, girl, you better let that beast loose, honey. That's the melanemic genes or something. I don't know. That could be the black genes, because you know black people, y'all be trying to spare people. Honey, the melanemics, they be the ones trying to take you out. Take you out. Well, the girl, whoever Miss Mamas is, honey, who said that she's from Wendy's, she responsive.
She's telling her side of the story.
Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there. So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye. You can't be out here disrespecting people." She calls me a bitch. So after she calls me a bitch, I hit her, and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, "Where is that bitch at? I want to fight her." That's when me and her fought again. She was being disrespectful and rude, which is why we fought.
On the flip side, Ice Spice's attorney tells TMZ the unprovoked attack on my client has been reported to the LAPD, and we will be pursuing any and all avenues to hold the perpetrators responsible for their actions, including criminally and civilly. We are also exploring holding the location responsible for their lack of appropriate security. So yeah, two very different versions of what sparked this whole thing, but it looks like this is going beyond some chicken nuggets.
Child, honey, not a McNugget. Not a McNugget. I told y'all stop eating out McDonald's. Anyway, I've been told y'all stop eating out McDonald's. And I told y'all wear a bulletproof vest whenever you in the Waffle House. Even if you picking up an order. Honey. I think that girl lying. From what I seen and what I heard, and I watched it a couple times. Honey, it wasn't giving that. It wasn't. Girl, not people wanting to knock you and calling they stuff your fans. Where they do that, y'all? Where they do that, y'all? Honey, right here in America. Let's keep it going while I still got some sense. Let's keep it. Am I skipping? Is it freezing? Inspector Gadget. Baby. While I still got some sense before the Billica hit me too hard. Let's get into the true crime of it all. We haven't talked about David much over here because I didn't want to talk about David until there was a story to tell. You know, we're not about breaking news over here. We're about breaking it down. Okay? For all who don't know, David has been arrested.
Breaking news, an arrest in the case of Celeste Rivas, the teen girl found in the trunk of a rapper's car.
And assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk working the story. You've got late information from LAPD, Mike?
Yeah, all of this still coming in here to the newsroom and to the desk. But what we can tell you right now is that the rapper David, whose name is David Burke, has been arrested for the murder of Celeste Rivas. That's according to the Los Angeles Police Department. There is Celeste Rivas. You remember, this is a case that has grabbed headlines and we've been covering for several months now. Rivas's body was found in the back of a Tesla at this Hollywood tow yard. The car was registered to David, the rapper, here, and the car was ultimately found out front of his Hollywood Hills home, or a home at least that he was staying at. Now, David has been the center of a grand jury investigation for weeks now. The LAPD confirming tonight they have taken him into custody, and he is being charged in the murder of Celeste Rivas. They say the case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office for filing consideration on Monday. It's unclear tonight what the final tipping point was for the LAPD. LAPD. This investigation has gone on for a very long time. Remember, we learned through that grand jury court filing that Celeste's body had been dismembered, that her torso was in one bag, the rest of her body was in another bag when it was found inside of his car. The medical examiner never publicly revealing a cause of death after the Los Angeles Police Department went to a judge and got a judge to seal the medical examiner record. So at this point, we still don't know how officially Celeste Rivas died. We don't know what the alleged role is that David played here. But again, we can tell you late word tonight that the Los Angeles Police Department has taken the rapper David into custody for the murder of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas after her body was found in his Tesla in the Hollywood Hills.
That is big news, Mike. Thank you.
Baby, honey, anybody black, any male artist who's black, they will call a rapper. I wouldn't consider David a rapper. I think he's more of a singer, but we'll get into his music in just a bit. First, get into the drama of the arrest. Yeah. He's really arrested, like for real, in real life. Not for play. Locked up. No bail. Put away. And it appears that they have a case. Let's get into what we know. But first, let's get into David. For all who don't know, he was a streamer, a gamer streamer kid, and he got tired of getting copyright strikes for playing other people's music in his streams and in his videos. So he decided to start making his own music. This case is a bit unordinary because, strangely enough, David's music seems to revolve around an obsession with death and an obsession with killing. And in his visuals, he plays those things out. But he also seems to use models who are essentially Celeste lookalikes. Celeste is the girl that he's accused of murdering. One of his most popular songs is Romantic Homicide. And I'll let David break it down a little bit for you.
So how I created Romantic Homicide is basically like every other song in my sister's closet with the Apple earbuds and the app called BandLab on my phone, just going through instrumentals and letting them tell me what needs to be said on them, and basically just going from there. And then I write to contextualize the stories that I tell. I'm scared. It feels like you don't care. Enlighten me, my dear. Why am I still here? I don't mean to be complacent with the decisions you made, but why? So Enlighten Me, my dear is my favorite line because you can take so many different meanings out of it, and it's an emotion in itself. Everything has a meaning behind it. I think that's what poetry is. It's like an interpretation, and another person can read the same thing and take something else out of it and find new things every time. So I think that's an important part of my process, is definitely the poetry aspect of it. And all of my songs, I think, are poetry. I started writing as long as I can remember, but like seeing graphic novels and Japanese manga and like taking those stories and being like, imagine if this rhymed. In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear.
And I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. Whoa.
You get the idea. Very, very emo. And very melodic, very much singing. But again, he's a Negro, so I guess he's a rapper. But it's all very, very strange for the people who aren't into the dark and the macabre. You know, essentially having real funerals at his concerts and his shows. Definitely an obsession with death. You can look into him more. So David blows up and Celeste Rivas goes missing. Goes missing when she was 13. We know how the story ends. Her body is found in David's Tesla in Hollywood in front of the residence, his residence at the time. Car was actually found while he was on tour. And this was after the girl had been missing, or at least missing on and off, for over a year.
Car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood, and the employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belongs to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned that she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." The singer, who has 33 million listeners on Spotify, has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour and has continued performing throughout this investigation.
Yeah. He was on tour, honey. Until all the sponsors and investors and everybody behind the scenes was like, nope, this ain't looking good. This ain't adding up. Celeste comes up dismembered. Celeste has been on tour with us. You love Celeste. Celeste disappeared, we know. We haven't seen Celeste. Now Celeste pops up dismembered. And you've actually created art that shows you dismembering your lover. Burying them. Wow. Right in front of the people, huh, David? Hiding in plain sight. Child, of course, the internet going internet, and people like me going to do our digging. And on the left, you see Celeste in the shoes that David is cleaning on the right. You also see David live streaming with a girl who looks a lot like Celeste. If it's not Celeste, then it's a damn twin, honey. It's a stunt double. But we know that David has access to a lot of Celeste stunt doubles because he uses them in his videos. Even the videos where he's taken the lives of his lover. Yeah. So his homeboy Neo was getting hounded. Apparently him and Neo were really close. Everybody in David's life started getting hounded, honey. They wanted everybody to appear before the grand jury. And the person who seemed to be Neo's best friend, the person who seemed to be David's best friend, Neo, It was time for him to come in, but honey, Neo went home with his parents. He was ducking and dodging, honey. You know how people is. You know how they is. You know that they don't be believing shit stinks how they smell it. Long story short, honey, they ended up arresting Neo and forcing him in front of the grand jury. You know how when they tell you that you're subpoenaed, and if you don't show up, you'll be locked? But Neo is an example of that. He was riding for his boy, or was he riding for himself? Child was trying to save his own ass. We don't know. Honey, keep in mind this was a child. And they're grown. David and Neo. Yeah, they people of color. You know they look young. Child. But Celeste didn't just look young. She actually was a child. And based on what we know, based on the evidence that has been presented thus far or has been shared publicly thus far, we know that she was 14 when she passed. It took them so long to arrest David, and this is such a big deal because for so long they didn't, and a lot of people didn't understand why. And really they were just trying to specify and determine the cause of death. Clearly they had Celeste's body. They knew that she was no longer alive. But they didn't know what happened with this dismemberment. Like, was this a case of somebody being afraid and an accident, an overdose, and people being scared and panicking and unfortunately discarding a body of somebody who they're supposed to be protecting? I hope. Why else would you have a little girl around if not to protect her? But unfortunately, a lot of grown men have little girls around and they're doing the absolute opposite of protecting them. Yeah, so that's where we are now. I will keep y'all posted on that case, honey. We will definitely come back to it. This caught my attention, honey. This caught my attention, babe. Your boy Zion. He sparked his debate. He sparked his debate. He believes that gay is a sin. Is that the T? Is that right? I want to find the audio. I don't know why I didn't have that ready before. I know why, because I was rushing. But I'm familiar with him. I've seen his content before. I had followed him before. But I'm going to be honest with you. My intuition just gave me, like, have y'all ever come across content creators who, like, you can like their content, you can appreciate them, or any type of artist or entertainer? Or any type of artist or entertainer. It's like you get down with their art, but it's something about them that gives you the impression that y'all probably wouldn't get along in real life. Or like y'all probably wouldn't be the best of friends. Like, I could tell by some of Darren's content that we don't align 100% on everything. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't clock the church set. I didn't clock the church queen set. I didn't. I didn't get the impression that Darren had grew up in the church at all. And that's what I mean by church queens. Just a queer who grew up in church.
When it comes to Christianity, and it's so crazy to even talk about, but this is just really how I feel. I feel like all sex before marriage is already sinful.
Right,
So whether
it's a
I'm
sin.
sleeping with a nigga or a woman, if I'm not married to either one, I can do what I want, right?
Do you want to talk about how, like, there's no greater sin, but...
And that's exactly what it is. So I'm not going to be condemned no more than my homeboy is for knocking off 10 bitches.
Right, or the pastor for sleeping with
little boys.
Oh, you
or whatever, So I don't feel like I'm gonna be condemned on her.
Wait, now he comparing homosexuality to pedophilia and sitting up with a straight cisgender woman talking about the sin and queer. Really? We picking me like that? It's giving me, honey, baby, honey, I hope he get picked, but apparently he don't want to be picked, so I'm not understanding the pickiness of. Let's get through this. Let's get through this, Bre, honey. Let's get to the part everybody else was offended by.
So I don't feel like I'm gonna be condemned on her. Now, when I do get married, if I ever am blessed to get married, because I do believe in Christianity and I don't believe in no gray area with it, I do believe that I would want to marry a woman.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna marry a man. I don't play with God like that.
Wait. Darren. This kind of, okay, I'm sorry. I usually don't be lost for words, but I'm a little lost.
Cause she know that you a damn fool, and she know that what you said is a damn fool. And to be honest, I'm sure she's offended based on what I know about her content and her personality. I'm sure she's offended that you even trying to play with women like that. Darn. I knew it was something. My discernment. It's just the child. It's the man weave, honey. Hair bumps in the stubble. Darn, get some of that Metacube, honey. Link is in the description. It's plenty kids. Darn, girl. I hope you ever going mainstream. Miss Mamas, I hope you don't think that you ever going mainstream. Girl, I personally ain't gonna let you live this one down. Because you knew the better. And Keita Rose, you stupid for letting him drag you into this, because honey, we already know that you homophobic and queerphobic and transphobic and all the physiophobics. Honey, you scared of every damn thing. Baby, we already knew that you was autophobics, honey. LGBTQ phobic. But I thought you was trying to clean up your image. Maybe because I don't pay attention to neither one of you niggas enough. Maybe because I don't pay attention to neither one of you niggas like that. And I still be surprised. I'm gonna shut up. I'll just talk about the queerness of it all. Baby, we not getting into If you think that there's an argument, and if you think that there's any gospel and anything that Darren is saying, honey, you are beyond my help at this point, because that's a damn fool. I'm going to marry. If I do get married, I'm going to marry a woman, because I don't play with God, and hopefully I'm lucky enough to marry a woman. So what you doing? You spending your life playing with God? If you think it's so wrong and it's so sinful, and it's so close to pedophilia, why are you still doing it, Darren? You would be somebody who's cool with being a pedophile? You're not going to seek help for it or nothing. You just going to play with God. Why you ain't try to go to a conversion camp or something then, Darren? Huh? I heard that they might knock some sense into you, but regardless of what's happening, you're going to get knocked. Darn. I wish you quit being a sissy if it's so sinful. God, I can't stand sissies. Darn, I know you're not up here playing with God your whole life. Darn. God. The trouble I see. Damn. Oh. Y'all, I'm stalling to set up this next story. But no, Darren is a damn fool, honey. I was on the fence before. But now, honey, now I done jumped off the fence. Baby, I'm off the fence. Y'all still on the fence? Y'all still supporting Darren? Y'all think that he got it's an argument to be made? Gee, speak now, forever hold your peace. Honey. Moderators, everybody who said that they think it's an argument, block their ass up out of here. No, don't even block them. Just put them on mute so that they can't talk and leave no stupid comments. Honey, you be on my repair, babe. Ain't nothing I can do for you. How did the Negro news end up in the queer section? I don't know, but we're going to ride it out. We here now, honey. We here now, honey, baby. Child, I know y'all done seen T.I.'s son, King, get arrested and all the things, honey, baby. There might be a few people who's in. Child.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
No.
I got you. You got your driver's license on you?
Nothing.
Alright, are you the registered owner of the vehicle? No. Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license?
Yeah.
Alright, got you. Alrighty. So, do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm.
Right.
Alright, are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't, tell me why.
I already told you why.
You didn't
Pennsylvania
tell me
versus
why.
Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know.
Okay, for all who don't know the law, who don't know basic law, seeing a firearm visible in your car is enough for a whole search to not only get you out of the car, but to search the car. Yes. Long story short, it's not a good idea to be riding around with firearms visible in your car. It's just stupid. You could just as easily have sat on it.
What it is.
Alright. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you do
why.
not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
Alright, if you do not get out of the car, you will be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the
Now he don't feel safe, which he brings up a good point. Most niggas in that situation would have been shot. Which is why niggas really can't play around with riding around with visible firearms, because when the police pull you over, honey, you know that they like to shoot first, ask questions later. It's human preservation, self-preservation, honey. It's staying alive 101. But I guess he's so light bright, he don't know if the police gonna be confused or not, because, child, I'm confused.
The car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're not telling me a valid reason why I need
That's
to get out
a
of the car.
perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're still just detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the
They
car.
want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the
with me in
car.
back.
Doesn't matter why.
I'm doing that. I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for
And-
what? Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest, bro. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point. All right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
All right.
All right.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right,
All you have to do is get out the car.
Sign your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. There's
Never had a police
also
tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's
Ever.
a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have
It's
you
in
step
front
out
of
of the car.
you. It's in front of you.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Well,
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Who do you want to pick up the car and the gun?
Driving with THC is just as bad legally as driving with alcohol. Him riding with an open THC container under the law, whether he's a patient, whether he got every marijuana card in the States. Driving with an open THC container is like driving with an open container of alcohol. Why? And the firearm? Poor little rich kid.
I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. Who are we calling?
Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter
Just
Boulevard.
tell them American Deli.
Do you know about
American
how long it'll take
Deli.
to get over here?
American Deli.
There's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050.
American
Jimmy
Deli.
Carter. 7050 Jimmy
Alright,
Carter
now
Boulevard.
hang my phone up and lock my phone.
Alright.
Hang my
Alright,
phone
about
up
how
and
long
lock
will it
my
be
shit.
for you to get here?
Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock
See you
it.
then.
Hang it up and lock it. Alright, now let go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Alvarez, how's it going?
Yeah, my son detained.
Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction.
Okay.
As well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with John. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely
So now that gives me the impression that he's been coached to do and say this stupid shit. Poor little rich kid. As a kid who's really from the hood, let me give you some advice. You was doing too much. Genuinely, 100%, honey, to sum it all up, you was doing too much. This was a complete situation. How you reacted, how you responded, your verbiage, all of that, it clocks you being a suburban kid. It clocks that you don't have no real G in you. It clocked all of it because this was a situation where you were absolutely doing too much. A real nigga knows when to go ape shit. You was out here looking like a chimp. Wasn't even calling for all that. And you was wrong. Genuinely. A real nigga would have took it on the chin. Ultimately because they were wrong. And you got caught slipping. But sadly, I don't even think you realized that you were slipping. I think you wanted all of this to happen. I think you probably ride around like this all the time just to have this moment for us to talk about. He want to be like his daddy so bad.
no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Mims, he stated that, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he was under arrest at this time. He was still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyer called him back and said, you need to get out of the car right now, that he got out of the car and was placed under arrest.
It wasn't until the white man had told him to get out the car. It wasn't until the other white man had told him to get out the car that he got out the car. Child, I know you lying. And why is there so many white police in a predominantly black city? Can somebody break that down for me? Oh, racism, white supremacy. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been a different. I thought it might have been a different explanation this time. It wasn't. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Child, honey, that's y'all children. Baby, he always gonna be a little boy in my head, and as long as he continues acting like this, he could be 40 and he's still gonna be a little boy in my head. Some people just, Peter Pan syndrome, they never grow up. I can't think of none off the top of my head right now, but if I come up with one by the end of the show, I'll let you know. Let me know who y'all think of. Who got Peter Pan syndrome? Who is somebody who just won't grow up? Another grown man who just won't grow up, honey. Want to stay young forever. Child. Oh, I know one. Elon Musk. Yeah. I didn't know. I don't be keeping up with his personal life, honey. I know y'all really don't be caring about what's going on with our Caucasian peoples and stuff like that, honey. But y'all know I do a little bit, especially when they people who can affect our lives. Child, honey. I didn't know that Ashley St. Clair was crying that she was broke. I don't understand how you can be broke and you the baby mama of one of the richest men in the world, if not the richest man in the world. Like, that is an oxymoron. The baby mama of the richest man in the world and broke shouldn't even be in the same sentence. Girl, unless you broke a toe or something, tiptoeing in your heels. Let that sink in, honey. Elon Musk is fine. I knew one of the baby mamas was broke or something, but I hadn't really gotten to her. But apparently she's an influencer, honey. Yeah, honey, and he's trying to get the baby or the babies from her. I don't know how many she got with him, honey. He got about 14. Yes, child, honey. I don't know who be wanting to lay up with Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yeah, yes, I do. Everybody who want that coin. Everybody who want that coin. And he's not even a guaranteed coin. So, ooh, imagine laying up with that and it's not even a guaranteed coin. Yikes. I feel sorry for you. Anyway, child, he trying to get custody or whatever because Ashley then apologized. She seems to be one of the former MAGAs or maggots or, fools. She seems to be one of them, one of the red hats, honey, that is transitioning into a blue hat. Yeah, I don't take these people serious either. I never have. Never understood why people did, but he's trying to seize the baby and stuff because she didn't apologize to his transgender child. So now he's trying to convince the courts and all of that she's going to try to turn his child trans, and he's trying to take custody of the child. And my God, today. This is the richest man in the world, honey. The one who set up for y'all to have the president that y'all got now. And the one who's apparently smarter than a lot of y'all because a lot of y'all fell for it. And if you didn't vote, you're somebody who fell for it. Baby, but so now Ashley is, of course, like they all going to. She's spilling the tea. She's blowing the whistle. Ashley is breaking down to y'all how MAGA, how Republicans, how Trump, how anybody with money has power. Because anybody with money can pay for the voices of the people who get the most attention. Like I told y'all a million times, reason why I'm not over there on TikTok now is because this shit is literally the Matrix. They literally control what you see and what you don't. That's why I'm one of the people that be trying to show you the shit that they don't want you to see. And Ashley is talking the teens that they don't want her to say. Ashley is breaking down how they pay influencers and social media personalities and how it's so very common and how it's immoral, unethical, and slightly illegal.
Get ready with me while I tell you about how the pay-to-play MAGA influence campaigns work. For those who don't know, my name is Ashley St. Clair, and I was involved in MAGA politics and was a MAGA influencer for almost a decade. I know. Now, MAGA, and really MAGA, not so much just GOP messaging, is incredibly coordinated. And I was initiated into this very young, about 19 years old, when I was first brought on to Turning Point. That was when I was invited to my first Turning Point event and was really thrust into this MAGA influencer ecosystem. In 2015-2016, MAGA and their operators realized how important and consequential social media was for politics. This really started during the Obama years when they harnessed the internet and email campaign messaging, and then MAGA took it to the next level with things like Cambridge Analytica and coordinated messaging on sites like Twitter. Their main avenues for this influence are group chats, paid influence campaigns, and parties. Now, for the group chats, they operate with large...
That's the only thing that's really new that I haven't already informed y'all about that Ashley brings up. I didn't realize that people was being paid to even talk in their personal circles and spread messaging in their circles. I thought the girls was just doing it online. Maybe this is why a lot of them are sticking to the script, because they being paid to learn the script. Child. Yeah, crooked face Kaitlyn Jenner. My God, today. Yeah, she's still alive. Child, honey. And I don't know what this thing is she got on her head. Auntie Billy, Auntie Porter. Honey, if you friends with, I know you ain't using the Republicans and the MAGAs and stuff no more, but if you friends with Kaitlyn, can you donate one of your wigs? Honey, I thought Kaitlyn was supposed to have good work. Why that forehead tore up like that? Honey, that forehead is giving... Baby, honey, that forehead is giving Tim Allen. Honey, that forehead is giving John Travolta. Baby, that forehead is not giving Kaitlyn Marie. Baby, y'all know she done said something else stupid. Yeah, honey, she hooting and hollering, doing interviews, talking about she can't travel now. Really? Kaitlyn, you can't travel? You can't travel because of the president? It's something that the president that you have voted for and campaigned for and all that, you was all the way in Israel and Tel Aviv being the transgender for the president and all that. And he done set it up so that you can't even travel no more to spread the good message of the good orange man. Oh, Kaitlyn, what had happened, Kaitlyn? Oh, Kaitlyn found a wig. Oh, no, that ain't no wig. That's a half wig. Ooh. Ooh, how did y'all do on Kaitlyn top? Ooh, on Kaitlyn leave out. Look how they did Kaitlyn leave out. Anyway, get into Kaitlyn.
And I think you would kind of understand this one. Today, documentation is extremely important. You're going to have to show, hopefully the Save America Act goes through, you're going to have to show ID. Every time you turn around, you got to show ID.
All right, y'all. Kaitlyn complaining. I saw I had to cut the bit. Honey, I can't listen to her too long, honey. Y'all know listening to her talk hurts my throat. Kaitlyn gonna say she hoped the Save America Act goes through, but the Save America Act is the same thing that she's literally complaining about. The Save America Act is going to make it so that you have to use your passport and your birth certificate, and it's setting it up to make it harder for women and transgenders to be able to vote and travel internationally. I told y'all we was going to get stuck here, didn't I? Kaitlyn, you hoping the act go through, but you said the act is hurting you. How is it hurting you, Kaitlyn?
You know, you're going to have to show, hopefully the Save America Act goes through. You're going to have to show ID. Every time you turn around, you got to show ID. So somebody in my position who has transitioned, I worked very, very hard. I worked with a law firm to make sure everything was changed from M to F. Right down to my birth certificate. My birth certificate, I was born in Mount Kisco, New York. This wonderful lady there, I got to know her quite well. They were able to change the gender marker. So even my birth certificate says Kaitlyn Marie Jenner, sex, female. All my documentation was right. My passport, my global entry. I traveled around the world. I don't know if you remember last year I got stuck in Tel Aviv when they started bombing. And I was there 4 days where I could hear the bombs going off and stuff. But I got out of there.
Oh my God, Kaitlyn, you was over there while they was bombing and stuff in this war that your president was funding? Kaitlyn, you was over there while they was bombing and stuff, while they was bombing your friend? Because if you friends with Trump, then you friends with Netanyahu too, ain't you? Ain't that why you was in Tel Aviv, Kaitlyn? Kaitlyn, not your president had you over there in the midst of war. Kaitlyn, did your president have you over there in the midst of war to spread the good word of the orange man? Because he was willing to risk the tranny. You think that's possible, Kaitlyn? We can't trust you to think, though, Kaitlyn. Because you thinking then got you here. Yeah, because this is what you voted for, Kaitlyn. I know.
There 4 days where I could hear the bombs going off and stuff. But I got out of there, went to the Israel Jordanian border, got through both of those, no problem. Gender marker F, not a big deal, and went into Amman, Jordan, and then got out the next day. I love President Trump, and I think he signed this executive order. I don't know who underneath him was putting this thing together, that all federal documents, okay, it has to be your biological sex at birth.
Bitch, you think that he didn't put it together? Kaitlyn, I know your hairstylist played with you, but I'm not about to play with you here on this live stream on today. Kaitlyn, you sound just as dumb as you look. Crooked face and all. Kaitlyn, you love Donald Trump. You love the person who put you over there with them. You so damn dumb. And white supremacy is supposed to be built around the idea that Caucasians are smarter. I know you fucking lied. Because Kaitlyn, you was the dummy that went over there. In real time. My God, today. So she loved President Trump, honey. She must love not being able to fly international no more.
Okay. It has to be your biological sex at birth. Okay? Recently, I had my passport. I had to get it renewed. I sent it back. Comes back gender marker M. Screws everything up.
They heard your voice.
Mm.
So there's a form in there. If they made a mistake, you can correct it. So I fill out all the proper forms. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not calling the president. You know, I got his personal cell number. I'm not calling anybody. I'm going to see if I can fix this myself. Because it's not just about me. It's about all people in this situation. You know? So
it's it's about all people in this situation. When did you start giving a fuck about other trans people? Kaitlyn, I know you ain't talking about other trans people. You must be talking about it's other Caucasian people in this situation. Is that what you meant? Because I know you weren't referring to the transgenders when you just say you love the transphobic president who is taking all the rights from the transgenders, including yours, dummy. So damn dumb. God, my God, today. How you so old and so stupid? I would be embarrassed. What you been here all them years for? It wasn't for this damn transition.
Because it's not just about me, it's about all people in this situation, you know? So I even sent a hard copy of my birth certificate, Kaitlyn Jenner, gender, sex, female. I did everything. And they sent it back M. They didn't change it at all. So now I'm in a position, Tommy, that what do I do?
Right.
This is a safety factor, okay? I can't travel internationally anymore, okay? I can't use my passport. I can use global entry. It says F. I can do this. I can travel in the United States, license, driver's license, pilot's license, everything, gender marker F. So it really creates a big problem. And I'm trying to figure out at this point what to do. I don't blame President Trump. I love him. But for a lot of people.
If you don't blame President Trump, then who the hell is you blaming, Kaitlyn? You can't take yourself serious. This is why your children don't like you. It ain't because you're a tranny. It's because you're stupid. They're embarrassed. Not because you look like that and sound like that, but because you say things like that. My God, today. Honey, MAGA is always the winning proposition, isn't it? Well, I guess you winning, Kaitlyn. And we don't understand what the hell you complaining about. Honey, your president has gotten your message that your letter that you left him at Mar-a-Lago, and you know what your president said? He said, you better go find this nigga in this picture. He said, you better go find this motherfucker in this picture, Kaitlyn. Honey. He said that if you want to make it work, you better go find Bruce, bitch. Honey, he said if you go find Bruce, Bruce could fly without a passport. I'm just telling you what your president said. I didn't say it. Honey. Child. Oh, honey, that's y'all friend Kaitlyn. That's y'all friend Kaitlyn. Honey. And her friend Donald Trump, who she got y'all to vote for, honey, because Donald Trump couldn't be transphobic if he had Kaitlyn Jenner voting for him, honey, who done lived her whole life as Bruce, except for the last 10 years. Honey. She done been Bruce since Club 54. But she's Kaitlyn now. So she couldn't possibly be transphobic either, could she? Even though she lived all those decades as a cisgender Republican, wealthy white man. Meanwhile, honey, Wyoming quietly becomes the 9th state to ban gender marker changes on driver's license. Yep. They say they don't give a damn how trans you is. Your license ain't gonna say it. Thank Kaitlyn. Thank Kaitlyn and MAGA. Who the girls is not thinking right now is Katy Perry. Honey, if y'all hadn't heard, it is wild outside with Katy Perry, honey. It all got sparked with Katy being at Coachella. And I don't think that I can keep my balance trying to tell the story. I don't think I could keep a straight face trying to tell a story. So we're going to say shout out to the Hollywood Reporter for telling the story.
Katy Perry is denying a sexual assault claim made by actress Ruby Rose. Rose took to threads on Sunday to accuse the pop star of assaulting her at a nightclub nearly 20 years ago. In response to a post about Perry being at Coachella, Rose wrote, "Katy Perry sexually assaulted me at Spice Market nightclub in Melbourne. Who gives a what she thinks?" She also wrote, "I was only in my early 20s. I'm now 40. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly. I told the story publicly but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it. Later she agreed to help me get my US visa, so I kept it a secret. But I did tell y'all she wasn't a good person. Instead I got attacked by everyone." A fan referring to Perry's 2008 hit I Kissed a Girl asked, "She kissed a girl and you didn't like it?" Rose replied, "She didn't kiss me. She saw me resting on my best friend's lap to avoid her, and bent down, pulled her underwear to the side, and rubbed her disgusting vagina on my face until my eyes snapped open and I projectile vomited on her." She continued in a separate post in part, "Not interested in filing a police report over this. Not when I haven't even filed a report for the numerous rapes at the hands of grown men. But she is more than welcome to sue me. She won't because it happened. I have photos." And
Child, and of course, Katy is denying it. Katy said that it's lies. It's all lies and propaganda is what Katy has said, honey. Child, Katy has said that you can't trust nothing that Ruby Rose said because Ruby had claims on the set of Bad Woman, honey. She said it was a dangerous and a hostile work environment. Honey said Ruby Rose can't work with Warner Brothers and them no more, honey, because she was unprofessional on set, honey. So you can't trust Ruby Rose because Ruby Rose accused Nicki Minaj of mistreating her and her her tour staff. Honey, you can't trust Ruby Rose because Sydney Sweeney had a slight altercation with Ruby Rose as well. Honey, now Katy don't want y'all to realize that we have found out that all the people that Ruby then said the things about before in the past have turned out to be people who we don't necessarily like today. And for some of us who is crazy enough to still like them, I hope you're still side-eyeing them. At least a little bit. Also, unfortunately for Katy, it's a lot of people who said that they done been harassed and had unwanted attention and stuff from you, Katy. Like Ruby said that initially she laughed it off and joked it off in the public. Ruby said that it was a lot of people there that actually saw what you did and they remember it. And there might even be some visual proof if you want to play with her and take her to court. But Anna Kendrick has said something too, Katy. Has said something too, Katy. Katy, I hope I ain't been fucking up names. Because Katy's the culprit. Katy.
Nice. It was a crazy night. I've never been around so many. Katy Perry finger banged my cleavage. It was a weird night. She's very mature.
Paint the scene. So you're standing still and Katy Perry walks by and
I have met her before, and yeah, she's like...
That's her thing.
Yeah, you know, she's aggressive. I like it.
Okay.
My. And then, of course, you know, Katy, the people had brought up this incident when Justin was still underage, I believe. And you had squeezed on his cheeks and stuff, Katy. They had brought that up. So, Katy, essentially what they're trying to say is that you was very inappropriate, Katy. You're commonly inappropriate, Katy, is what they say. Katy, I'm just telling you what they said. They said this is the type of stuff that you do on stage with your underage fans in public, so they can't imagine what you're doing when you don't think people are watching, Katy. Hey, Katy. Because, Katie, you know Josh, your co-star in the Teenage Dream video, you know, had accused you of misappropriation of your hands. Said that you had got too friendly. Said that when they said cut, you was ready to cut. Honey, you was ready to get in the cutty. Katie. Remember Josh that said that, Katie? Huh? You don't remember? Okay. Well, Katie, you remember when Tina had when you had touched and tried to kiss her at an industry event, honey, when Tina had said that? They say you frisky, Katie. They say you frisky. Katie, you told us that you had kissed a girl and you had liked it, but you didn't tell us that you was harassing people and you liked it. Had the lyrics been honest, Katie, I don't think the song would have hit the way that it hit with the kissing. We thought you was talking about the lips on your face, Katie. Honey, y'all know Katie done stuff like this on American Idol.
Come on. Have you kissed?
Y'all know Katie done stuff like this on American Idols, honey. Baby. Child, this made me cringe, honey. I'm gonna get it for y'all. Ooh! Yes, honey, he thought he was kissing her cheek. And Katie turned. Allegedly, he had never kissed a girl before. Child, I don't know if it's because of religion or sexuality or what. But what I do know is that we got receipts of you being with Ruby Rose at that prom on that night that she's accusing you of doing what you had done, honey. Katie, you know, girl, you know that we live in a technology day and age, girl. You know that we live in the camera phone age. Yeah, we seen you trying to put a ring on it. Baby Katie, you must have dropped your ring because the choreography you wasn't getting. The vocal you wasn't getting neither. But what Ruby said you was getting was frisky, Katie. Katie. Nasty girl. Katie, your ass is going to jail. It's not okay for women to be predators. It's not okay for anybody who's born and assigned female at birth to be predators. Yeah, no, Katie. Katie. And Katie got a nerve to be with that man. Justin Trudeau. He like the president of Canada, something, the prime minister of Canada. Katie got the nerve to be with the prime minister of Canada. This ain't looking good for your man, Katie. I don't know if Canada going to turn on you or not. You know they already not feeling us because people who look like you voted for Donald Trump. From America. People who look like you from America. Get somebody else to do it. Honey, y'all friend the Whisperer is wishing he could get somebody else to do it behind bars. Your friend, I keep trying to ignore y'all friend, child, but she is always on my headline, honey. She is always in here some. I guess it was meant for me seeing her. Must be meant for me to give y'all an update on Miss Whisper, honey. Child, honey, she said she really, really needs y'all right now. They got her in solitary confinement. That's what she was saying, honey. Child, she had even reached out to the NAACP. She reached out to the Whisperer, is whispering to the NAACP trying to get some help. She is trying to whisper through the bars, honey. She is trying to whisper to the mainland. Do you hear me? And since she in there whispering, honey, I'm going to let her whisper on here, honey. Y'all can Foolish.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and some gentlemen, whatever time you may be listening to this recording. Today is April the 11th, and of course I am the DO Whisperer coming to you from the Gilmer County Detention Center. I want to begin by saying thank you to everyone praying for me, donating to me, and working tirelessly to ensure I am released from this hellhole of a jail. I know the last message entailed me asking for help without any specifics. I was in solitary confinement fighting to live after bleach and other chemicals were mixed in my motherfucking cell by the staff. After being told by the sheriff and captain to expect racism and that they make their own rules because this is a private jail. Nonetheless, I'm out of solitary confinement. I have been recovering, and I think it's important to tell you how you all can help me. First of all, keep praying for my safety during these times. Secondly, please, please, please send letters to the judge, Barbara Allison Sosaby. Contact the sheriff, Stacey Nichols, the captain of the jail, Misty Williams, and the DA, Bruce Roberts, and told to be silent. I will not be silent anymore about the treatment I'm receiving. I have been denied. Rights, and that is false. I have been offered backdoor pleas and told to be silent. I will not be silent anymore about the treatment I'm receiving. I have been denied medical attention, adequate food, and court dates. There have been HIPAA violations and so many other federal laws.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all couldn't even hear me, but I was saying that we didn't need to hear who she wants y'all to reach out to, because you're a damn fool if you reach out to any damn body. She ain't even been there 6 months. She ain't learned nothing yet. She needs to sit her ass down and learn a lesson. It's quite a few of y'all that need to learn, because y'all still under the impression that stalking is not dangerous and life-threatening and ultimately illegal. That's why she's right where the hell she belongs. Naquandra, girl, you gotta sit it out. You gotta sit it out. Honey, me and my people said that we not writing that damn letter and ain't calling nobody. And if we write a letter or call somebody, it's going to be towards your sentencing. To be maximum. To be max, bitch. You deserve it.
Allison Sosaby, contact the sheriff, Stacey Nichols, the Bruce Roberts, to over and over that I do not have any rights, and that is false. I have been offered backdoor pleas and told to be silent. I will not be silent anymore about the treatment I'm receiving. I have been denied medical attention, adequate food, and court dates. There have been HIPAA violations and so many other federal laws broken. I have kept quiet for my own safety, but I do feel that being quiet only continues to put me at risk, which is why I'm deciding to speak up and stand up for myself. I'm not suicidal, and I'm not having any thoughts of self-harm. I have been threatened and denied bond without any true reasoning. I have been denied court dates and contact information for any oversight for the jail. If you can hear my voice right now, please continue to sign my petition and contact the legislators, the NAACP, and any other agencies that are able to help with this issue. I will never stop fighting for my freedom and my innocence. I appreciate all the support and well wishes sent to me.
Well, we know that you fighting for your innocence is a losing battle, because we've seen with our own two eyes that you're not innocent.
Daily. You can contact me through jailatm.com. My inmate number is 17377. And of course, to the men in wigs, your time is coming. And again, I love everybody, and thank you all for the support and the well wishes.
Didn't I just tell y'all that this fool ain't learned nothing? To the men in wigs, who y'all think he's talking to and about? My God, today. Not you in jail for doing exactly what you're doing on a recorded call from jail that has gone public. And if you don't think that this call is going to be used in your case against you, you just as dumb as we thought. It's not even a character for the internet. This is really you. Like, you're really stupid. Ain't going to be in jail for a long time. Because the way it's being orchestrated, I'm going to tell you a little secret. This ain't the last set of charges you gonna be hit with. This ain't even the last person.
Time is coming. And again, I love everybody and thank you all for the support and the well wishes. And again, if you want to contact me, jailatm.com.
Jailatm.com. I know you a goddamn fool. And if you send him any dollar that you could be spending on merch over here, you're going to hell. You're going straight to hell. Gasoline thongs, honey. Baby. Child, y'all thought that never burnt? Charbroiled. You're going to be charbroiled ass. I know you. I know you. Link in the description for the merch. I know y'all playing with me, ain't you? My God, today. Oh, y'all is in here, honey. Oh, y'all is in here. Hey, what's going on, Boring? You missed the last two interviews. The last two interviews had you gagged. You was rewatching. Bre with the thing. Yeah, honey, we outside. I told you I was back outside. 2 lives, yes, honey. It's gonna be another live. We're gonna come back and we're going to break down some quick ballroom tea after this. Yeah, honey. Divorce. Divorced. Sister was divorced, wasn't she? Honey, Driyah sheets, honey. Child, somebody named her after Snuggles. Driyah is clearly divorced. You knew it wouldn't have been a happy relationship if it was one, don't you? Because that was all misery. And Driyah's whole demeanor was giving misery, no shade. She even looked miserable in the face. Very She by Sheree. Very She by Sheree, honey. I wouldn't order nothing from Goddess. What's going on, V? Honey, the boutique. I don't know if the boutique is closed because it's still coming soon. So I don't know if the boutique was ever open. I don't know if your girl Driyah had ever opened up the boutique. Yeah, we don't nobody want them exactly, girl. Don't nobody want them scrap fabrics from Temu on them Temu outfits, honey. Driyah, and why would we have to go through you to get it anyway? Honey, so that we could get some transphobia in the mix. I know you lying, honey. What's going on, Kai? Child, yes, the Goddess was dressed like the receptionist. She absolutely was. Honey. Yeah, it was very much given McDonald's manager. Very that. And there's nothing wrong with being a McDonald's manager, but to all my McDonald's managers, I know when y'all go out, y'all don't be looking like McDonald's managers. Driyah looked like she was in uniform. And she was outside. She said she's a public speaker, but I'm thinking, y'all, she might really be part of the ba-da-ba-ba-ba family. And I'm loving it for her, honey. The girls are getting coins. They be getting coins with the management positions, especially if you ain't got no kids. Child, honey. Baby, I'll be shaking fries too, honey. I've shook them before, honey. I done slung noodles and some more. Don't play with me. The girls love to fight. You always, if you in McDonald's, other than calories, hypertension, sodium, high fructose corn syrup, and diabetes, you going to get a tussle. You're going to get a tussle, whether it's the people who work there fighting the customers, whether it's the people who work there fighting each other, or whether it's the customers fighting each other. Baby, McDonald's, I would say, I don't know, because I ain't been in McDonald's in a long time, so I don't know the number, I don't know the ratio, But I would say probably 1 out of every 6 visits to McDonald's if you go on the inside. Now, if you one of the drive-through girls, then no, this ain't gonna count for you. But if you one of the McDonald girls who go on the inside, for every 1 out of 6 times that you go in there, you gonna see a scuffle, even if it's just a dust up. You know what I mean? She was sitting with her back to the door and her hoodie on. Honey, they say she from Dykeman. They say that Ice Spice. I thought they say Ice Spice was from Dykeman, honey, but that stance wasn't giving me Dykeman. The way she jumped across them tables was giving me Dykeman, honey. But I don't know. Something just feel off about it to me. It feels real phony. Feels real phony to me. I don't want to accuse her of being one of the AI girls. I don't want to accuse her of being an artificial intelligence, but it's real cappy to me. You know, it's real like orchestrated, bitch. Like the Philharmonica, honey. Yeah. Sitting with her back to the door and was. What's going on? Go, 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 go. This woman is a multimillionaire. Who? Who's a multimillionaire? Ice Spice? Or the girl she was fighting is a multimillionaire? Who said that? On that phone she was on? She a multimillionaire? Who told you that? Who said that? In the middle of the road? Yes, honey. Fighting in the middle of the road. Oh, very projected. Creeping off the charts is correct, and she is. Yeah. Honey, she's creeping right off the charts, baby. Honey. Why are you fighting a teenager? It's not giving. They look like they both was the same age to me. I don't know if the other girl's a teenager or not, but the other girl look grown to me. But you know, with the hormones that they put in the food and stuff, honey, the children look grown at 10. Honey, that's the excuse that the pedophiles be using now. They don't look that grown, baby. Honey, way too long. Y'all are kidding. 33 million listeners. Yes, David. David. Honey, his music was popping before all of this stuff happened. I wouldn't. I guess he's kind of in that Juice WRLD lane. I personally wouldn't consider him a Juice WRLD. I definitely think Juice WRLD was more of a rapper, more of a melodic rapper. But David be actually singing or trying to sing. Child, I don't. Bori, I don't know. Hey, Soraya. Baby, I don't know if that was Beijing or if that was a man weave. Honey, I don't know if that was a Beijing or if that was one of them faded 27 pieces. Faded out 27 pieces because it was looking Asian. It wasn't just looking, the color wasn't just looking Asian, but the hair texture was looking Asian, honey. And then the hair on top wasn't matching the hair on sides. You know, the men, they haven't mastered blending. All of them haven't mastered blending. And I'm not talking about blending with the clippers. I'm talking about blending the hair textures. Because I think with the man weaves, it only come in one texture. And we know niggas got more than one texture of hair. That'd be the clock. Baby, that'd be Big Ben. That'd be the grandfather clock. Yeah. That hairline is a fool. That hairline was a fool. What's going on, Sun Cake? What's going on? Shackle, honey. Get the shackles off his feet so he can dance. Oh, I started to talk about her. I started to talk about Tina Campbell getting slid again, honey. slid right to the side. Husband be sliding her right to the side, honey, and she fights. She windmills for that man, honey. All her life, she had to fight for this man, honey. And she windmills like she's an Amsterdam bitch. But this man, and honey, he done tiptoed in his heels right on out her house, honey. That's what they said, honey. You said maybe his family is super homophobic. Child, I hope Lord forgive me, but I hope he didn't come up being that homophobic on his own. I'm imagining his family didn't inspire that homophobia, honey, but I don't know. If he wanted a queer audience, it's giving, it's giving, he could have been Tyler Perry. He could have just stayed in the closet for all that. Girl, you could have just stayed in the closet for all that. Coming playing on somebody. Like, girl, your most popular meme is with you arched up like a praying mantis. And you want to talk about you going to marry a woman? Who? You must mean you going to marry one of the girls. You must mean you was going to marry a trans woman, because I think that's the closest that you'll get and be satisfied sexually. My God, today. Honey, that's the problem, honey. Y'all be living for God and don't be living for yourself. Y'all be living for this made up God, honey. That man then convinced you of. Child, honey, when y'all die, a lot of y'all gonna be gagged, honey. A lot of y'all gonna be gagged. When I get there with y'all, I'm gonna keep. Okay? All right. You said the Lost SpongeBob episode? Yeah, they was fighting in Bikini Bottom. That was a good one. That was a good one, Sunkate. What's going on, Savon? Jackie. My channel email, all of my info, all of my contact info is in the description of the video. Any video, pick a video, including this one. A trans MAGA supporter is the biggest oxymoron. You are absolutely right. The trans MAGA supporter is the biggest fool, Titan, honey. Who did a video on Katy Perry? That's 10 victims. Oh, Katy. Katy, it sounds like you kissed everybody and liked it. What's going on, Catwin? Child, doing too much. Doing too much. What they be out here doing, honey, in the world. In the lands of the living. He's the definition of insane and delusional. I'm scared to ask who you talking about, because we done talked about quite a few insane and delusional people. The religious psychosis is real. Absolutely. You here for the tea? You here for the tea, Miss Wisdom? Well, if you here for the tea, I suggest you roll it back to the beginning, because the tea is being poured, honey, from the ceiling to the floor, honey. Don't I talk like a pimp? Like a pimp, like a pimp. I need to adjust the camera. Look like I was hunching over. All right, y'all. Don't forget, you can always support the channel. Oh, let me put it up here. You can always support the channel by donating. That's the Cash App right there. Yeah. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with somebody else who lives for the tea, lives for the scoop, honey. Lives for a little Kiki session. You know what I mean? Baby, until next time, which will be very soon. Peace, love, and blessings to you and yours.